Greetings and welcome to this video series. This is going to be a workshop coursework for you to bring you from the place where you're not quite sure what your mission, what your purpose, what your passion is for life, into a complete and total, not just an understanding or a comprehension, but a knowing on the cellular level, why you are here, what's your purpose in life. So welcome in for new friends. Please feel welcome in this space. If you are going to want to like and subscribe, I do welcome you to do that. It helps the YouTube algorithm help other people find this video and find this channel. And this is going to be something you're going to apply on a daily basis for you, for your transformation. It starts here and now. As a basic summary of this course, we'll be covering in excruciating detail at times all of the aspects that make up our authentic selves. Living your authentic life means coming from a place of total acceptance and love of yourself, with all your limitations and flaws, scars, and defects. And in order to do that, we're going to have to get to know ourselves in a way we never have before, from the cellular level all the way to the celestial realms. So this is a complete analysis of Bashar's formula, as you can see in front of you here, which stated plainly just says, figure out what your passion is, follow your passion in as much depth and to such fulfillment and completion as you possibly can, then go to the next passion. Rinse and repeat. You just keep doing that over and over and over. That's the formula in a nutshell, as you can see. We'll be getting really nano on this, examining how it would apply to every aspect of our current reality. So get a comfy seat, grab your pen and paper or your tablet or however you take notes, because you're going to want to take notes here. The whole purpose of this course is for you to be able to use these tools in your life personally, starting today. This course is going to give you that vehicle to show you how to find your passion, how to find your purpose, your mission, and how to incorporate those into every moment of your day-to-day life. You're going to get the tools you need to make this happen for real. So take advantage of it. Because we live in a physical, three-dimensional reality, being our authentic selves means we have to fully understand our physical selves first. Now, this first slide gives you the basic structures that govern our physical bodies, and thus we begin our examination of our physical reality. And while your physical being is obviously physical, it is also got energetic aspects or energetic bodies that directly affect your physical body. So we'll be examining those closely in all of the aspects of our physical reality as well. We'll just get into that a little bit later. But let's start with the basics. What are your vital statistics? This is where you get your pen and paper and tablet. You're going to make a list. This is called My Physical Body. And you're going to write down everything about you physically. How tall are you? How much do you weigh? What's your skin, hair, and eye colors? Start with the basics, then go farther, go deeper. Do you have bald patches on your head? Do you wear glasses or hearing aids? Any other corrective measures you use for your day-to-day existence? Make no judgments here. It's just like describing the jacket hanging in your closet. Get up close and personal with this description without attaching anything positive or negative to any item. Write everything down in this section that's titled Your Physical Body, My Physical Body. Leave plenty of space to add items below, because you're going to come up with more aspects to put on this list, I guarantee it. Pause the video here to write at least 5 physical aspects about your physical body right now. Once you have listed these basics, start a second section. Might be a second page or a second column. This second section is called Action Items. This is anything and everything that's part of your physical body that you want to change. For example, I need glasses to be able to see. This is something I would change. So I'm going to put that at the top of my action items section. Take your time and write down everything you'd like to change. Would you like to have better balance and flexibility? How about better cardio health and overall muscle tone? Is there any specific body part, like your abs, your butt, your upper arms, that you'd like to sculpt? What about skin conditions, scars, or anything like that? How about your diet? Should you add more leafy greens to your daily food choices? Are you drinking enough water? Do you need to increase that? How about sleep? Are you getting good quality sleep and enough of that? Are you moving your body every day in some activity that brings you pleasure, like walking, biking, hiking, yoga, anything that gets you moving, preferably outdoors? Again, leave lots of room under this section to add more items for your list here of action items. Go ahead and pause the video to write down at least 3 things you would like to change about your physical body. All right, let's talk about our energetic bodies. Now, we know we are mobile antennas, both receiving and transmitting electromagnetic frequencies across a variety of spectrums, including visible light, which we record and interpret with our eyes and brains, invisible light, the infrared and ultraviolet spectrums. We still see those with our pineal gland, our third eye, the vagus nerve, and parasympathetic nervous system. Sound, that's recorded and interpreted by our ears and brains. Scent, which is recorded and interpreted by our nose, mouth, and brain. And touch, recorded and interpreted by our skin and brain. All of this input directly affects each of these 4 bodies: the physical body, the energetic body, emotional body, mental body, spiritual body. All of those are affected by the input that we are receiving through our senses. Imagine chocolate chip cookies baking in an oven. Our mouths salivate. We smile in anticipation. Our emotions are charged with positive energy. Our mental body is also charged with positive energy, recalling previous delicious moments eating chocolate chip cookies. And all of these positive energetic charges create a spiritual energy of love, peace, and safety. Now, there are several what they call little brains in our central nervous system. These are groups of neurons that interact directly with our brain in our head. And these are noted and documented, measured in medical field. So I don't have to, try to get you on board with that. It's simply the way it is. These little brains communicate different things to our brain. Okay. And they correspond basically with what we know as the chakras. So I'm not going to get into a lot of background on the history of chakras specifically. That would be a whole nother course. But we will be reviewing the chakras as they relate to our 3D physical reality for this course specifically. So beginning with the root or base chakra, we see that this correlates with the first layer or first subtle body, the etheric body. This energetic body is the closest energetic body to the physical. And we'll be coming back to this slide and these aspects in later sections throughout this course. But for now, we're going to be concentrating on the first chakra, which is the base chakra, and it correlates to the first law of hermetics, okay, which is the law of gender. This becomes how we move our physical vehicle from 3 dimensions into the 4th and 5th dimension, self-realization. This is where we begin our journey on the path of living our authentic selves by understanding this aspect of our being. It is the core of who we are. The law of gender in the Hermetic law states that creation requires the feminine, an idea or the imagination, which is the seed, as well as the masculine, which is actions and emotions, which are the sun and water. Here is the first example of the polarity of our 3D reality. This holds true for plants, animals, humans, rocks, literally everything in our reality. That's probably why it's a law. A bridge requires the seed of plans before anything can be built, as well as does the chair or couch you're sitting on. Everything has gender, the seed, and the sun, water. And the first chakra is located at the base of your spine, the perineum, the pelvic floor area. Okay, that's where that first chakra is located. This is the energy center associated with the color red and the element earth, and it is where sexual identity is focused. Besides the obvious gender reference, the first chakra is also associated with your sense of security, home, and family relationships. Mother, father, sister, brother, all have one thing in common. They are each defined by gender. And gender is one of the primary ways we identify our physical selves in this physical reality. Now, our physical body, while incorporating all 7 chakras, is really centralized in the first or lower 3 chakras, and primarily in the first and second. To state it plainly, our sexual expression is the heart of who we are as physical beings. It's where we begin to understand what we mean when we say, I am. And that is what the base chakra represents, the sense of self. I am, identity. It's how we define ourselves to ourselves. I am. Those 2 words are, of course, at the heart of all manifestation and are the reason for our very existence. So, who is this I am as a physical being? Who are you? This is where we go back to our original lists. So go back to the notes that you just made for that list of your physical self, your physical body, and then the action items. Go back to those lists. Who you are now as a physical being is a result of all the decisions you have made in the past up to this moment. The question you need to answer for this section of the course is this: who do I want to be physically from this point going forward? What is the one thing from your action items list that, if you could grab Harry Potter's magic wand and wave it at an aspect of your physical body, what would it be? Circle that item. That's going to be the first thing you start working on for your physical existence by improving the most important thing in your physical body. You're going to start doing this now, today, like after this video or as soon after as you can. And you are going to keep on doing it every day for the next week and for every week after that until where you are now and where you want to be are the same. This may not be a passion in the way you think of that word, but be honest. Does this aspect make you frustrated, sad, or disappointed with yourself or your lot in life? Would improving this aspect, even minutely, make a big difference in your physical world? There's your passion. Now we know about the placebo effect and that it is a documented scientific fact which is now incorporated into how mainstream scientists conduct their studies. If you believe what you are doing is going to improve this aspect of your life, it will. Plain and simple. What you believe is what will be in your life. So, if you want to make it easier on yourself, choose something from your action items list that you know a consistent effort will yield quick results, like doing 20 sit-ups every morning and increasing by 5 every week will yield, in very little time, very noticeable results that will fire you up big time. Once you've gotten the first action item completed, or mostly completed, a significant progress towards completion, you can start taking the next step. But don't be multitasking this. Read his formula. Do this to the best of your ability. One thing. Choose one thing and do it every moment that you can. Then you can take the next step. and then the next step after that. Loving ourselves fully and completely doesn't just mean saying, oh, well, I am the way I am, and that's just the way it is. No. If you want a different physical body, you can absolutely make that happen just by taking consistent daily action to change it the way you want it. Now, this is an investment in the most important aspect of your life, your physical being. If you aren't healthy and happy in your own skin, you won't be healthy or happy in any other area of your life. You are worth your time and energy. You are worthy of being accepted and loved for who you are physically. You are worthy of being accepted and loved for the being you have been and are becoming from one moment to the next. This is where your power is, coming from that place of perfect safety, knowing yourself fully and completely, accepting without judgment or condemnation all aspects of your physical being, and understanding your perfection now and as you continue to evolve that perfection into the future. Next week, we'll be looking into the second part of our physical world, our emotional body, and how it affects our physical body and all other aspects of our reality. You are love, and you are loved, just as you are now, and just as you have been and will be. Amen. Selah, so be it. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.